What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of the Neighborhood Podcast. Today we're going to be going over Just Begun, which is the second track on Neighborhood Rain. Before we get into all that, though, I wanted to talk about some of the inspirations for the album.
Hell yeah. Talk about our inspirations.
Well, as far as what we want the neighborhood to stand for, I mean, as far as legacy goes. When we were putting this together, what were you guys trying to get out of it? Because, when we put this together, I was looking for, a 36 Chambers, Tribe Called Quest type legacy about it. A brotherhood about it. That's really what people, that's what I love about, Wu-Tang, for example.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. They got their whole brotherhood who fucking made a classic that will live on forever.
Not just a classic, they built an entire empire.
Yeah.
But that's one of my they're one of my biggest inspirations as far as the neighborhood goes, because that's what I want for us. You know what I mean? I would never do something if you guys didn't want to do it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'd say that they're probably they're my biggest inspirations too.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah. They're fucking.
What about you, Micken?
One for me would be MF Doom. That's one that.
Right, but as far as groups go, I feel like that's your inspiration for as far as rappers go.
Oh yeah, well.
What did you want the legacy to build around this tape?
Kind of like Mad Villainy, with it's MF Doom and Madlib.
Yeah.
Their collab tape, and that was it's still even today people still will talk about it.
Mad Villainy is so dope.
Yeah, and prior to hit Doom passing away, they so many people were just wanted
I think that was one of the. I think that was the album that charted after he died.
Was it? No.
That was the #1 album.
Probably. That makes sense.
It was It was
that.
Because after he passed away, one of his albums did start charting.
Okay.
I think it was Mad Villainy or it was Food.
Could be.
I think it was Mad Villainy. That's
It was 7 albums
with him in the mask with the white background. Is
I
that the
believe
album
so.
cover I'm thinking of?
Are you talking about Mad Villainy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yes,
one.
and that is definitely the one that charted. Yeah.
Yes.
I remember seeing it. Man, people were pissed off on Twitter about oh, now you want to listen to
Yeah.
Which is right. Which is fair. But it is also cool that maybe more people that didn't know him got to hear about him.
But back to what Micken was saying before, Micken, you were going into Doom. So as far as MCs go and who are your biggest inspirations when you really got to push the pen? Who do you listen to?
Well, definitely MF Doom for one. Mac Miller would definitely be another one, and I would say Wu-Tang too. All those guys.
It's so hard to pick a singular one.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Spectre lately.
ODB.
Yeah.
Mickey's huge ODB fan.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
They're pretty, I just want to just go crazy on the track. With hip hop, I like to just go all out.
It
Right.
is fun.
Yeah.
As
I don't have to
funky.
be as serious as doing
When you do other shit.
an individual kind of do my individual stuff, solo stuff.
I think stop recording for some
Oh
reason.
shit.
It just did just now.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, just my fucking face was probably why. Oh shit. Did it again. Okay. Alright, I'm good. They'll be fine. We'll be fine.
But I don't know where we were.
No, we're just talking about influences. So for me, those are kind of the ones when it comes to doing this mixtape. That's who I was thinking about. Just how can I just do something? Not twist it in my own fucking way. Just how
Right.
Just taking my influences and just making what.
Hell yeah. Because it is
That's really what hip hop is.
It's a group project. And
Since
we
its
obviously
inception.
have a similar concept of what we want to do on the tracks. Obviously, you're gonna have your individuality on it in
Right.
your own way each time, and within your own influences. And yeah, I'd say one of the when I showed my sister some of the tracks, she's always you guys are a lot like the Wu-Tang Clan in the sense of
She
you
said
might-
when we performed.
Yep. said that like you might not all be like the same, but you kind of like almost are, but aren't, and have your individuality as well.
Right.
Yeah.
But all do it in a group sense.
Right.
And that was like obviously awesome as fuck to hear.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that.
It's sick to think about.
But yeah, what about you, Yoda? Who are your obviously you talked about your group influences, but talk about your own influences.
I mean, like, when I, like, want to really push the fucking pen, there's a lot of different people that, like, I'll listen to. Like, I would say, like, number one, first and foremost, like, it depends on how hard I'm trying to go, but I'll usually listen to, like, Slim. Like, new Slim, too.
Shocker.
Fuck you. Like Nikki said, I listen to Doom. I listen to Royce. I listen to Bad and Evil. I listen to Crooked. Nas. It really depends. You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of record I'm going for and how hard it has to be. Like as far as cadence, flow, and all that. Like if I'm just trying to like have fun and like listen to like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Shit
more
like that.
funky.
Stuff
like
I'm just trying to have
on
fun.
the track.
Exactly.
No, exactly. I mean, that West Coast.
It really depends on what mood I have to fucking get into. If that makes sense.
Yeah. And you're gonna get into multiple different moods. Either going from like listening to a Wu-Tang Clan, you might be like hyped up and like you want to go hard.
Right,
but
ready to
also,
chop
make it
fucking heads
hype.
off.
Yeah,
Exactly.
ready to chop heads off. And then if you're fucking listening to like a Snoop Dogg, like you said, you're just like trying to get fucking funky on the
Right,
track.
just trying to smoke some weed, just trying to
Get
fucking
funky with
relax. You know what I'm saying? Have some fun.
Yeah.
It really depends on what kind of the mood like we're trying to go for on the record.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. What about you, Worm? On your influences, like into like.
Especially, like my influences, especially like with when I go to write, I mean we all mentioned it already, but like the Wu-Tang Clan, I'd say like most specifically, like maybe Ghostface or Raekwon.
I feel
mean,
that.
Probably like it's so I switch who's my favorite every fucking day
Yeah,
because I
on
just
that.
love all of them. I fucking listen to an Inspector Deck tape and then I'll be like, oh, he's my favorite now, and then I'll go listen to fucking.
It's like
Jizz's fucking Liquid Swords. I'm like, oh well, Jizz is the fucking genius. So.
it's like when you were a kid and you would do like Secret Santa.
Yeah.
There would be like 8 presents. You're just fucking throwing them around. You know what I'm saying? You got 8 different presents, and you just have one that you open. It's like, oh shit.
Oh shit, this is new.
This is sick. This is sick. I don't even need to open the rest of these.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
That's insane. They're just insane, all of them. But yeah, definitely the Wu-Tang Clan. Other than them, like Mickey already mentioned him, Mac Miller. I mean, he's been like probably one of the first rappers I ever even listened to growing
Yeah,
up.
I listen to a lot of Mac as well.
I just love him. I love his music as a whole, not even just his rap shit. Obviously, he's got a bunch of other beautiful songs.
Yeah.
Other than him, I mean, I definitely, towards the tail end of the tape, I was listening to a lot of Eminem. I was like, I want to maybe cause a little controversy. Not a little controversy, but like more just like pushing the boundary. I was listening to a lot of old M, like the Slim Shady.
That's like why I like to listen to him, because he always like
pushes that.
out of everybody there is, like him and like Immortal Technique are like the only ones that I feel like really go like above and beyond. Well, him, Immortal Technique, and R.A. the Rugged Man don't care about how fucking gruesome the line is, the punch line, the phrase, whatever you want to call it. They don't give a fuck.
And then,
They just make it happen.
I like with like ODB, like he would just say like the grossest shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
dirty. I keep shit stains in my drawers so I can keep this funky for you. Like he would just be like, what the fuck did he just say? Like it would be crazy
Yeah.
shit.
Wait.
I don't brush my teeth to keep my shit stinking fizzy funky.
He's just so,
You're
like
like,
it's gross, but it's also like
But-
oh,
Oh
it's
shit, that's actually a bar.
awesome.
When it
So-
grows faster, but oh my god.
you literally go, ugh,
Really lives up really lives up to the dirty in his name.
oh, gross.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
sick. Literally.
Oh my
But,
god.
yeah, I'd say those guys. I mean, I don't say in my writing.
Kendrick, J. Cole, like I listen to so many different MCs.
I listen to a lot of
Joey
Big L.
Badass.
I don't say
Yeah.
that. I wouldn't say I'm anything. Like my writing styles are not anything similar to Big L, but he still is like one of my biggest inspirations just in rap.
He's in my
He's-
top 5.
I'd say so. I'd say he's.
Who's in your top 5?
Yeah, we can get into that. I'd say Big L's in there. Rakim, I listened to a lot of Rakim during the tape too. He can also be.
I didn't mention him before. Yes, I listened to him.
Yes.
I kind of like showed you Rakim.
Yes, 100%.
Introduced you to him.
I didn't really. You and Mickey both were listening to Rakim a couple of years before I ever even really did. I always knew his music because honestly, he's on a lot of MB Book of Rakim.
I fucking read that thing like 3 times already.
Honestly, I knew a lot of Rakim that once I actually dove into his stuff, I realized I'm like, oh shit, I know a bunch of these songs. And it's because of fucking NBA 2K. He's actually on a lot of
Ain't No
NBA
Joke.
2Ks.
Yeah,
Ain't No Joke.
Two-K,
I forgot what fucking song, but there's another one.
Hateful.
Like, the intro of the
It's
game.
I think my melody's on there. And
My
one of them.
Melody. Yeah, no, they got a lot of Rakim on there. It's honestly how when I actually did get into Rakim.
I'm
I
pretty
was
sure
like,
the
oh,
18th letter, some of the 18th letter is on those games.
shit. Probably. He's dope. But, yeah, so top 5. I mean, I don't have an order for you because it's impossible, but it's got to be on that list. Rakim, Big L, Eminem. It's tough from there. I mean, I think Inspect the Deck is on there. I love Inspect the Deck.
That's fire.
And then 5th. I don't know who would be my 5th. It's kind of I don't know. Maybe Biggie.
That's a good one.
He died so young. Like, how do we know what he could have made? Same with Big L. Like, I think
Yeah.
Big L could have been number 1.
We talk about this all the time.
We talk about this all the time.
Absolutely.
Big L could have been number 1 easily if he lived forever.
Forever.
Tragically, he passed young.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's probably my top 5 right there. What about you? What about you guys?
Why don't you go first, Lincoln? I still have to think about this.
It's hard. I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
put
was
the
thinking-
spot. I
I
was
was
like,
fucking having chest pains right now.
Yeah, I was hoping you do the second time, so I can.
I'm definitely gonna
I'll
miss
put it on
people,
you. Put it
and
on
then
you.
I
Go
know
last.
after this podcast, I'm like, fuck, I miss this person.
Yeah, I know exactly what you
It's
mean.
gonna happen, no matter what.
I would do for my top 5 would be Kanye.
Yes.
This is like a
insane.
random order. MF Doom. I think would be the 3rd. Biggie would definitely be 1. I would say. I'm trying to like narrow it down. I'm trying to fucking.
It's tough. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not easy. Not
Yeah.
easy. There's so many fucking legends. Like
Yeah.
I once you said Kanye, I was like, Kanye West. What's that?
In the middle of a discussion.
But yeah,
Yeah, so I got those 3. And then, did I say Mac Miller?
you did not.
I did, alright, so Mac Miller is definitely on there for me. And I would have to say Joey Badass.
Your guys is insane, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, did you
so-
see it?
Solid top 5.
Oh yeah, I know you guys actually sent it. That Joey Badass might play fucking Big L in a biopic.
Yeah. I would fucking watch the hell out of
I
that.
watched the fuck out of that, dude.
Yeah. that
I
was
wish
sick.
there was more stuff about Big L.
I wish-
think the world
There's
needs to
nothing
know.
about him.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
nothing about him.
I don't know dick about him because there's nothing to know.
Yeah.
Like,
All I know is what I hear in his music.
yes,
Oh my god.
And like what you see
he's
in
not a fucking fan of the Knicks.
the-
we know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And he's from New York.
Yeah.
That's all we know.
Yeah. That's all I know. Let's turn your tux red. He was far from broke. He had enough
He had
bread.
enough bread. He has mad hoes. Says Beavis.
I wish Joey Badass was still.
You're nothing but head.
I wish Joey Badass was still Inspector Deck in the Wu-Tang show.
I don't know about that.
I like the new
I like-
Inspector
I like the
Deck.
new guy, but like it's.
I know
also,
you
like,
mean just because
yeah.
Joey Bass is Joey Bass.
If you watch the old
He's
music
good though.
videos,
I'm not saying I'm
though,
not gonna
Yeah.
that's the guy. I forget his fucking name.
listen, if you watch the old music videos though, the guy who plays him now
Oh yeah, like
looks much,
Oh, this-
much,
oh, yeah, of course.
much,
Of course.
much more like him than Joey Badass. So no disrespect to Joey Badass.
yeah,
He was dope as Inspector Duck. He's doing dope on that He was doing dope on Raising Canaan.
That's why he left, because he was on the 50 show.
Yeah, he was leading in it, from what I understand.
Oh shit.
Shout out 50
That's-
Cent.
I haven't watched it yet.
Actually,
I just know he killed it.
I was going to say shout out 50 Cent, but he took Method Man away from it. that's why Meth wasn't there.
My
That's
top
okay.
5.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Eminem's on there. Rakim's on there. Big L's on there. I want to say Biggie's on there, and then I'm actually gonna say 6, just because I
It's
can't
impossible.
I
can
can't
name
do
like
this.
10 other ones probably.
It's Royce and Pac.
I was gonna say someone better mention Pac, because if not, we just gotta mention him after the fact.
It's Royce or Pac is in like that 5th spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Royce or Pac is in that 5th spot. That's a fucking bar and a half.
That is fire. You gotta do that now.
Might have to.
Dude, Royce is honestly insane, and like I never really was.
Love
I
him.
didn't know dick about Royce until like you kind of showed me him.
It's a big inspiration.
It was
of
the
mine.
song Caterpillar that really made me was like, holy shit, I
That
gotta
one
check
is
this
ill.
guy out. Like just the shitty, honestly.
That whole album, Book of Ryan, is like so good to me.
yeah,
He's got a lot of like deep shit on
powerful
there.
songs.
Yeah.
That's what I was just about to say was the thing that like really gravitated me towards him after that was the line of say, I forgot like I'm gonna fuck it up, but he says I want to be number one in my son and daughter's life. Like
Yeah.
instead of like because he said you guys are trying to be number. What does he say? You're trying to be number one in something in Slaughtered Mike's. I'm trying to be number one in my son and daughter's life.
Right.
And that line was just man powerful to me. I was like, hell
Yeah.
fucking need more people like that.
My little rapper babies.
It's insane.
Y'all bit my shit. Contract rabies.
I feel like we definitely missed some rappers on there, but
Yeah.
honestly, it's our top 5s.
Yeah.
But there's
6,
plenty of other people, we can mention. I mean, like fucking
I think that they're like gods to hip hop too. Like as far
Nas.
as like,
We missed Nas. Like I was just
Rockin',
okay.
Rockin',
I
no, say
miss
Rockin'.
Nas. We both
Nas.
said
I
Rockin'.
we said Rock, yeah, but I definitely miss Nas on there.
Nas, it's so hard. Like, I just saw him a month ago at the show, the New York State of Mind tour. Saw him like a month ago in September, and like he was insane.
Right. No matter what mood I'm in, I always listen to Nas. Like I could turn on
Yeah.
Illmatic and listen to it and fucking write fucking insane shit. I could listen to like anything on forget the one with Nas is like forget the fucking name of it.
Nas is like.
Jay-Z. I don't think anyone
Miss
mentioned
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
But
He
the Nas diss track to Jay-Z is a sick ass diss track.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my favorite diss
I
tracks.
don't want anyone.
Fuck Jay-Z.
You guys in the comments can say whatever the fuck you want. The Takeover. Not even like a flick in the nuts compared to what Nas did on fucking Ether, dude. He fucked Jay-Z raw in the ear, dude.
Yeah, that was some serious.
That's why they had to break up the beef. He was like, what am I going to say back to him?
Oh my god.
What am I supposed to say back to him?
It's like a fuck. You really got me on that one.
Got me on that one. What am I supposed to say?
Oh god.
He even said something about Beyonce, and I didn't notice it for the longest time. He said something like, Foxy got you feeling Foxy because you stuck a face in a bush, and I was like, Foxy Cleopatra. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jay-Z is one lucky man, huh?
He really is the luckiest fucking guy. What a fucking billionaire. Banks Beyonce, has kids with her. He's got the life, dude.
Shout out
Smokes
Jay-Z.
weed all day, probably. Just does whatever he wants.
It's rich as shit.
Yeah.
Shout out Jay-Z. Shout out the guys who've made it that far.
Absolutely. Dude. Shout out to anyone who's had that much success, like in hip hop. Period.
Hell yeah.
There's only like a couple of billionaires so far, and I'm pretty sure it's just
Kanye.
Dre, Jay, K, and Ye. Dre, Jay, and Ye.
Dre J. Yeah. Dre J.
Billionaires
Yeah,
Club.
because they just got into other mediums. Like they went into
Yeah.
Kanye
And
has,
Rihanna's a
music
billionaire, but I don't
yeah.
consider her a rapper. She's
Nah,
like
she's
an
not a
R&B.
rapper.
She,
She's a beautiful-
she raps in
she
some
can.
songs.
She
She
can.
can rap in some songs, but
But
like,
I'm sure most.
she's more known as like a singer. Like
Hell
you don't be like, oh, Rihanna
Yeah.
rapper, Rihanna the singer.
Like you're never like, yo, you hear Rihanna's verse?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
She's one of my like. I don't really listen to like music like that a lot.
Like pop music.
I wouldn't say that she's pop. She's more like some of the stuff she does is pop, definitely, but she's more like an R&B. Like some of the stuff she does is reggae. She's very like diverse.
Oh yeah.
She just has like a fantastic voice. It just cuts through everything so perfectly.
Bitch better have my money. That's
Bitch
like,
better have my
That's
money.
like a more of like a trap song.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, she definitely.
She can do anything.
Different shit. Yeah. I mean, just fucking being around that many talented people is probably just like such an insane like. I couldn't even imagine being in one of those rooms. It's probably awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love to be one day. It will be one day.
I might shit my pants if that happens. Honestly, guys.
Dude, it would
If you
be.
see me run away, it's because I shit my pants. I got rid of them.
When I went to that Wu-Tang Nas show a month ago, I literally that's what I was thinking in my head while watching it sometimes, while watching the show. I
Right.
was like, holy shit, I'm almost fangirling right now. If I meet these people one day, I gotta act cool.
I know what you mean. I know
I'm
what you
like, I'd be
mean.
like, yo, I'm a big fan of your music, and give them a dap up. But that's it. I can't just be like, oh my god. Last month, I was like, I'm like, holy shit, this is insane. But I'm like, oh my god, if I meet these people one day, I can't be a little bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, so, I think you guys are gods.
Yeah, I gotta just be like, yo, I fuck with your
It's like,
shit.
I love your work.
Yeah, right. You get to be a little fangirl about
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
you almost want to be because of how
Yo,
insane
man,
it
it changed my
sounds.
life.
Well, a lot of, hip hop for me, has shaped my life, honestly.
Yeah.
Has helped me, make decisions and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Gets you through a lot.
Gets you through a lot, yeah.
There's all different people I go to for different feelings I'm trying to feel too, or
Exactly.
different wisdoms I need to hear maybe.
Right. I'm always listening, whenever I need, good
Tupac.
lessons.
Tupac's one. Did
The
you even put Tupac on the list?
He
I
mentioned
did.
Tupac. I was gonna say if no one mentioned him, someone's got.
No one mentioned this person, and I listen to him whenever I need little wisdom dropped in my fucking ear. Guru.
Oh, yeah.
He is fucking.
That's another one.
Rip Guru.
That could be
Rest in
top
peace,
five.
Guru.
That could be a top five.
We're gonna miss so many people. We didn't mention Lil Wayne at all. He's insane.
No one mentioned Wayne, that's fucked
Questlove,
up.
Fife Dog.
Fife. Fucking
No one
love
mentioned
Fife.
Five Dog, dude. What the fuck?
Oh my
Fucking
god.
It's not okay. People ask that question. Five.
I know, because it's just impossible.
Who are your favorite rappers? Just ask that question. And if I'm
Top
sitting
10
here
is
for
more-
25 fucking minutes, I'm sitting here for 25 fucking minutes.
Top 10's probably easier because you have more of a selection.
Even that's
Still-
hard.
Yeah, it's still
But even
hard.
then, yeah.
You know who else no one mentioned? Not even a single person mentioned Hobson.
Hobson's sick.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely not on.
We're not even talking about top
absolute
5
shit.
anymore. We're just talking about brilliant MCs now.
Yeah, now we're talking about brilliant MCs because I could definitely name
Cube.
Cube was insane.
Cube's definitely he's one of my top 5 inspirations. I didn't mention my top 5 though. Fuck.
Even though Dre might not be the greatest rapper, he has great raps, but
Right.
obviously people kind of know that other the talented people he's worked with write for him. He's just as a whole Dre is a massive inspiration of mine.
Absolutely.
He's the music he's put together, the whole culture of sound of the West Coast that he made, was insane. He made the West Coast practically.
Absolutely.
For
He
that whole
solidified
era.
the West Coast sound. He brought the funk.
Exhibit, it's insane.
That's what they call it, I believe. The funk.
A G-Funk.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
G-funk. Yes.
Yeah. Are you guys ready to get into Just
Yeah.
Begun?
I'd say
Absolutely.
that's kind of just begun, and that's why we're here. It's because of all these people.
It's actually a good segue that you bring up Dre because this all kind of just begun thing. I was watching Straight Outta Compton or something, and that was one of the concepts that we were watching it a week or 2 weeks before we had come up with the beat. I was just thinking that was when they just began. I was thinking something like that, and it just popped in my head while I was making the beat. And then you were like, what are we gonna do with this? This is fucking insane. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I started doing that thing where I started grabbing stuff in the air. And I started doing Just Begun. But I only came up with, it's only just begun. We've only just begun. And then Mickey came up with the rest.
I was gonna say because you made the beat a week before, and I remember hearing the beat, and I was like, "Holy shit! This is the beat.
Right.
This is the one that we're gonna." I feel like Just Begun is one of the songs that will catch people's ears,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to listen.
That's
to
why
it.
it's number 2 on the track.
That's why it's number 2 on the track, and that's exactly what happened. You made the beginning of it, and I think I had to leave. I had to do something that day because I was here,
Right.
and then I came back, and you guys were like, "Yo, we thought we got the hook done for for this."
Right.
beat."
And I was
like, "Holy shit, dude!" When you guys actually did the hook for me over the beat, I was like, "I'm like, this is it. This is the track."
You know what? We were in the middle recording singles and shit. We were in the middle recording
Smooth, I think.
Smooth and the other one that we did.
Showing
Never
off.
Lost?
Showing Off.
or maybe never lost. Either
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty soon.
It was either or. You had to go do something. Me and Mickey figured out the hook, and then like within like what an hour, we all had verses done.
I think so.
Yeah, we did get those cooked up quick.
We just didn't. We had already recorded like throughout the day. Like we were done recording, so we didn't record anything.
Like, I think we did I don't think we made the verses that night. I think we did it the next day because I know for a fact we were watching the Wu-Tang Clan show before I wrote my verse.
Oh, I like finished mine in like an hour. Then I thought
no,
we all
yeah.
did.
No, yeah, that is. You did it that night. 'Cause I remember I was like, oh, I don't really have anything done for this yet, and like obviously we worked together, so you're like, it's all good. I gotta go do something anyway. And you like went upstairs or whatever, and we were just watching the Wu-Tang show, and I know the reason I know that is just because of like it gave me like the Wu-Tang was definitely one of my inspirations for this track. alone.
Absolutely.
But like, what about you guys? Like, what are your let's talk about maybe our favorite lines from the track. What's your favorite line from either you or anyone else on the track?
I love when Mickey goes high as a kite, bro.
that is it's perfect.
Yeah.
High as a kite,
You
bro.
have a lot of good lines. I can't nitpick each fucking one. I love the ending to yours. Rock the microphone, gonna blow the heights unknown. It's the master plan.
Lucky for you, pussies,
Pussies,
it's just began.
And then Black Magic, how I blazed the ill method. There are just so many good ones,
It
dude.
goes in together very nicely.
Yeah.
It's funny
Yeah.
you say that. That's definitely like for my own verse. That's probably my favorite too. It's just the ending of mine, and then like Mickey's is the way it comes in from mine and high as a kite, bro.
Right.
And
I like stay about the warpath, dressing in all black.
I like that one too.
Click clack, get blown back.
That's kind of like that's like what I meant by like the inspiration from the Wu-Tang. Like I saw it was like when they were dressed in all black. I forgot what scene it was. They were dressed in all black and shit. And like I know we've like discussed like we wear a lot of black and white clothes and shit. So
Right.
we were discussing shit and I was like, hell yeah, it'd be sick if we were
Look,
dressed in all black.
Oh, yeah.
We've just begun. And like we talked about maybe possibility of shooting a music video for this one.
Right.
Exactly what we do. We don't want to give it away, I'm sure. But just
Yeah.
us being dressed in all black.
Yeah, something
Maybe
like that.
Some hats or something.
Big ass cigar
A little
buns.
preview.
Yeah, it's funny that your story of coming up with like the Just Begun line, because I always thought, because I never brought this up to you, but I always just assumed that that's how you got it was I thought you were taking that line from Hurt Feelings, like at the end where he's like, we only just begun.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy that you said that. I didn't even.
Yeah, so I thought you were kind
We
of.
don't want
Yeah,
to
from
hurt
that.
your
So I was like,
feelings.
this
Oh,
fucking
shit.
Yeah, so I was like, I kind of like when I was doing
Nah, I
like
didn't
the,
even think
when I
of
was doing
that.
the hook for it, I kind of leaned towards like kind of like that, not so much, but like it was obviously like
Yeah,
know,
you
a
find
nice
your
cool
own
little
inspiration.
triple, yeah, although
That's
like,
dope. I didn't think about that at all. No.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
We just we literally like we watched Straight Outta Compton like a week or two before that, and we were watching Wu-Tang. I was just thinking about like all these things, like how when they just began, like they made these choices that solidified the rest of their careers, lives, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like RZA, for example. Like in the show, like RZA makes all these choices to stay away from the street and just focus on music. And then when he wants to focus on music, he doesn't just focus on music, like, doesn't just make beats and give them out to people. He, like, fucking figures out the entire business. He reads books. He does his research. Like, he learns the entire thing inside and out. Well, after he got dropped from a label, but, like, it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he,
There's a whole journey
He
about it.
cultivates
I'm not
the
trying
whole,
to spoil anything, though.
Yeah,
It's been out for like 3
you
years.
should fucking watch it if you
Yeah.
haven't.
That and RZA's been around forever, so
Yeah.
people already know
People
the story.
should probably know his story a little bit by now. But yeah, he just like again, I mean, like, he cultivated the whole movement of it. Like he brought
Right.
everyone together.
Mhm.
So like Worm said, we had just watched Wu-Tang. I had just made the beat. Or we were watching it while we were making the beat. One or the other. And, because I always have shit playing. Whether it be like regular TV, like Modern Family, or like something funny.
Mhm.
Cartoons, Scooby-Doo, whatever the fuck we got going on.
Yeah.
Just to have like words and stuff. I like to, if something say, I like to watch like Batman Brave and the Bold. Because it'll be like, this dastardly villain has hoisted his like he'll say like these fucking, these, and I'm like, oh
These
shit.
clips.
Well, I got you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add something to that. Yeah, I'm like,
No, I don't take what he says.
Yeah.
He has this alliteration about it, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, I could do this, you know. And we were
yeah, I get that.
I had made the beat, and that's when, like, Worm was like, what the fuck are we gonna do with this? Because, like, Worm had gotten mad excited about it. I was really excited about it. Like, once I, like, had put the chords together, and, like, I had, like, finished the snare, like, Worm was like, oh shit, what are we doing with this? What are we doing
It
with this?
was very exciting.
And I was like, like, sometimes I like to do this thing where, like, I almost, like, am grabbing, like, notes in the air. And before you know it, I had Just Begun. Like, I had, like, those first 2 bars, and then we made the rest of the hookup. Well, you made the rest of the hookup.
Yeah.
You made it funky as fuck. Neighborhood's on the run.
Yeah, it's a pretty.
Neighborhood's number one.
It's a nice feel good song that like, you can kind of like mosh to in a way.
Hell
That's why I
yeah.
feel like it's almost like when I heard the hook being done by you guys, it almost felt like it was one of those songs that like you've almost heard it before, even though it wasn't like it's not like I've actually heard it, but like it's that like it could be like solidified. Like this song could solidify us.
Right, I feel you. It's
Like,
it's
one
very
of
classic
solidifying
type of
songs.
feel to it.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's classic. That's exactly how it felt when you guys were doing it. I'm like, this just feels like it's a classic. Don't just be us.
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't want to fuck it up, so I have to look it up.
Feel free.
Hold on 1 second. One of my favorite lines on Just Begun is, hold on a second.
Mine from Allie is oh, I just had it in my head. Fuck.
My opening is honestly my favorite
Throw
thing.
up your hands, put your slips
What's
up.
up?
Into
Oh, the middle finger.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
middle
yeah,
finger
yeah.
is a flip up.
And your brother give you middle finger or flip up.
For
Next
me-
got a cloud, get the whole stadium lit up.
Thanks,
Spit
guys.
raps. I like Allie's ending too. So what's coming next from us young neighborhood scum? You can only
Oh, that's
imagine
going too.
chaos and not a bedlam.
For me, it was the beginning. Is honestly the first 2 bars are the dopest bars like I think I've ever come up with. Hey, yo, they call me yo. When I exhale, the smoke be glowing.
That's just fire too. Yeah, no,
The dopest bars I've ever come up with.
it's just a sick ass song.
Jodin, the Jodinson.
Yo, they call me yo. That's fucking so fire. Comes in so hard. I like how Mickey arranged that too, like where like cut the beat right there, and then so they call me yo, and the beat comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the drums fucking hitting, and then he goes in on it.
Yo, they call me yo. Just fucking.
Nicky always does really well, like, because of, like, my flow transitions. Like, maybe not on the first cut, but whenever Mickey mixes it and, like, he starts fucking with how, like, the beat actually functions, like, as soon as, like, my flow switches, Mickey does something, so, like, it's, like, almost like,
So
oh,
musically,
shit.
you get like transitions to like the next flow without like it being like that's in the sense like forced, but like it feels
Well,
more of like a
Yeah,
on the
it's
first
sounding
cut,
so
like,
good.
it requires a second cut after that, you understand?
yeah.
Because it's completely on another pace. But it always comes out fucking insane when he
Yeah.
does
I
shit
do the
like
same
that.
for Warm, and it's
Yeah.
like, just like
Yeah, I know
it's
exactly.
fucking dope.
I know exactly what you mean, cause like
I love
just
doing
listen-
those, like, live with the little pockets.
Yeah, just listening to the tracks over. I listen to them like almost every fucking day. It's my favorite thing to listen to right now. I can't
Right.
lie. I guess like not even trying to be biased, but it's just I love
What are your favorite
Yeah.
tracks right now, Worm, that you're listening to? Because I'm listening to it too. I'm just curious as to what you're listening to.
Honestly, I listen to Neighborhood Rain because obviously it's
Listen to
that's
Neighborhood
the
Rain.
name of the album, but
The title
Uh,
track.
We're getting
also
that
a
next
type-
episode.
Yeah.
There also
it's
is
the
a track,
third
and then
album,
we'll be discussing that next episode. But like that's definitely probably my favorite off the mixtape. I love Renaissance.
Renaissance, I love too. I listen to it every day. It's probably the best song I've ever made.
And actually, kind of, I, it's like a sleeper for me now. But like, well, now I like it a lot. But like a song that I didn't know how like, if I was gonna love it as much because I wasn't. Mostly because I just wasn't sure about my verse at first. Was is MC Overdose. I love that track so much. I love
That one is dope.
Meccan's verse is just.
I don't listen to it enough, but every
Exactly.
time I do, it's dope.
That's what I mean. Like I didn't listen to it enough because I didn't really know if I loved my verse at first. I'm like, I don't really know if I love my verse, and then I just ended up loving the track as a whole. It's a sick track.
Yeah.
I would think mine would be Classic,
Classic's awesome.
which is like the 19th
I
track.
love Classic.
Classic is one of the later tracks.
I think it's one of my favorite tracks. Like, if not
I
my
love
favorite
the.
track.
I think it's one of my favorite beats on the track for sure. It
Oh,
might be
yeah.
one of my favorite tracks. Through the Smoke too. It's just because it's so different from anything else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We make a lot of music like that, though. Like, as far as the sound is concerned, like, the drums might sound like just hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, but like, the samples that we choose and the instruments that we utilize, it sounds so different compared to me. When we make these tracks, sounds so different compared to anything that anyone else is doing right now.
I agree. I think.
And that's really like what I
Yeah.
what I want out of it. You know what I mean?
I agree. I think obviously as a whole we strive for individuality.
Right.
And I think we do. I think we do a great job at that. I don't think
Right.
like, obviously like we just discussed, we have all these inspirations and like people influences in ourselves and in our music, but like I bet if like one of our influences heard our music, they'd fuck with it.
I would hope so.
Obviously you'd hope that.
I would hope this damn.
They always say don't meet your
Oh.
heroes though.
I've only seen it fucking blow up in MGK's face so far.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Imagine, like, how crushing would that be if, like, we make it, and, like, we're just, like, we meet, like, fucking Rakim or something, and it's like, shit's trash, bro.
I would honestly be like, dude, what the fuck? For real?
Be like, why you gotta say that, bro?
What can I do?
Give me pointers?
I love Just Begun because I love the ending, like the ending sample, which is the.
This is a gun?
It's the College Humor Batman clip.
Yeah.
With the penguin.
That was a good
That's
one,
really
Mickey.
funny.
That was a good choice.
I like that. I thought like because like it's kind of in a way I wanted to put like it's not like I wouldn't say like obscure samples. I guess you could say obscure.
Yeah,
It's
right.
something like yeah.
I
It's
mean,
pretty.
we think they're hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'm sure other people will, because it's a
If
lot.
they figure out what it is, yeah.
Some of them, I think that people will know. Some of them, they probably won't as much.
College Humor might catch.
There's some
Like it's
uncultured,
some of you.
there's some uncultured swine people out there that won't know some of them. But like,
We'll be going over them for it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah,
No.
there's one that I don't want to give away yet because we'll be talking about in other episodes. But like, I know like.
It also
there's-
starts with
there's
the
a
Durst
Step Brothers one.
Yeah, it just started with
With the end.
because it transitions.
Oh yeah, the song starts.
And in the return, it ends with the Durst sample, and then
And
You
all
really
right,
produced mix and master the entire album so well.
so well.
Like, it all tells a story if people
yeah.
listen to it as it is intended to be listened to, from top to fucking bottom.
It's
And then choose which ones you like.
yeah,
Fucking people today, bro.
Yeah, but it's yeah.
Like, oh, stars?
yeah. I don't get how people just click like the third track. Like, it doesn't.
It's got a star on it.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know why Apple Music does that either, because I think that does.
Well,
I think
those are
it's supposed to be
the
the most
biggest
popular.
songs on the
yeah,
record.
I get that, but I feel like it also entices people to just like not listen to as much songs because they're like,
Well, if you
oh,
tell
let me
people
pick this
that
song.
it's intended to be listened to front to back, then some people.
It depends
will
on like the
still
listener
listen
too, because
Yeah.
just obviously there's so many different listeners of like music, and like some people like us, we're like purists. We like to listen to it from the start. Like we're just music purists. We want to hear the whole track.
Well, that's how my parents always listened to, like, new music
that's
when it
the
came
only
out.
way you could used to listen to music was you had to go to the fucking record store.
Right.
You're buying that record, and if you love it,
Or like they
you
put it
love
in the
it.
car,
If
like
you
they
hate
get a
it, you're fucked.
CD.
You bought it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You can't get rid of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Find
They would
some
get a
Joe
CD,
Schmo that
put the
likes
CD
it.
in,
This,
like that was it.
hearing music now is so different for the fact of how you digest it. Like so many.
Yeah, it
They
wasn't
had
like
to-
you looked at the track list on the back of the fucking CD and it had a star on it and you were like, oh shit,
Yeah,
skip to track 4.
yeah, you,
Didn't happen.
You couldn't skip the track for it. It's crazy how like
Unless you listen to the radio and you knew it was hot.
yeah, how different like just taking in music is
You know,
today.
you know
Which is a good
it's
thing,
different
because,
for
like,
me,
it's just
like, as
easier
far
for us
as
to-
shit like that is concerned. I don't listen to radio for dick. I never listen to the
No, no,
radio.
no.
I hate what's on the radio. Every time I'm in the car, my mom and my dad, and they act, like my dad's always listening to fucking FM radio. He's listening to like fucking Yankees all
Yeah.
goddamn day or something.
Like
But
fantasy radio.
exactly, but like yeah, exactly, like Carton and Roberts and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or fucking Boomer and Geo in the morning, fucking ridiculous. Or my mom just listens to like 106.1,
Yeah.
96.3, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ!
They've had
Oh
the
my
same
God.
songs over and over again.
For the last 20 fucking years.
Video killed the radio star.
How about I was in the car the other day with Mom, Nikki. We were going to Dunkin'. She just was flipping through the radio. She put around 106.1. Pieces of Me by fucking Jessica Simpson. Ashley Simpson, I'm sorry.
How old is this? I feel like I haven't.
How old is that song? That song is old enough for you to ask how fucking old is that song. That's how old the song is.
Yeah, the only
It
radio
was playing on the radio when you were in diapers.
Oh my god.
obviously like older people.
When I was in
still
diapers.
listen to some radio, but the only like radio, I'd say like for the most part, most radio is not like it's kind of dead, except for like Sirius XM. That's the only thing that gets traffic still.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
got,
yeah.
like Shade
Or, like,
45
They have
on there.
exclusive shit on
That's
there.
what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
have Shade
Or,
45
like,
on there.
Hot 97. I
Yes.
think it's like what?
Nice. They were actually, they're a month ago when I was at the Wu-Tang concert, they were like fucking, they had like a Hot 97 setup, so yeah,
Right.
they're still popping a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably like, there's like Hot 97, there's Sirius XM because they have like specific channels like Shade 45.
Right.
Channel. Yeah, what was it called too? What's the other big channel in there?
I fucking love Paul Rosenberg's pod.
I gotta listen to it. I
don't know who was just on, but a couple of weeks ago, or like a month ago now maybe, Eminem had 2 episodes and they were insane.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you gotta check it out. Haven't heard it.
It was like the craziest interview I've ever watched of his.
But yeah, that was just begun. I'd say. We told our favorite lines. I'd say the Just Begun kind of tells a story as in itself. Obviously, the whole.
Well, it's the second
mixtape.
chapter of the mixtape story. Yeah, definitely.
And that's because we're just beginning. This is just
The neighborhood
everything.
ring is
It's
just
like, oh,
begun.
you like the return? Well, it's only just begun.
Okay. And what do you guys think? You trying to go smoke some weed?
Yeah.
You guys want to smoke weed about it?
I'll smoke some weed about it.
Fucking finally, I'm down to smoke some weed
Alright.
about it.
Peace out, motherfucker. We'll see you next week on episode 3.
See ya.
Oh, see ya.